Hey guys, and welcome to the Westport Independent. This game is from the same people that did Papers, Please, I believe, and also the Republica Times, which I liked a lot. So, let's learn about censorship, corruption, and newspapers. Let's start game. Go to slot 1. Let's do it! Your game will be saved automatically between each week. This is work of fiction, everything's not real.
The following is an instructional film about the public culture bill for all independent newspapers in Westport. Throughout this film, we will answer various questions you may have regarding both preparations for the bill and the bill itself. What is the public culture bill? The public culture bill is a new bill that will come into force May 16, 1949, and has been created to improve the quality of independent media outlets. The bill contains certain guidelines for independent media outlets to follow that will make it easier to create media products of utmost quality. In order to make sure that everyone follows these guidelines, the bill will create a government-driven union called the Loyalist News and Media Association that will be mandatory for independent media outlets to join. What's your responsibility until the bill comes into force? Introducing a new bill takes time. Therefore, until the Loyalist News and Media Association is properly set up and the bill has come into force, the Loyalist government has created temporary guidelines for you to follow. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of our country. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the Loyalist government. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the President. And do not print deceitful content that may glorify the acts of rebels or other criminals. Do print content that strengthens loyalty towards the government. Do print content that inspires morality in the public. And finally, do print content that heartens propriety in our society. The Loyalist government expects your cooperation in this matter and hopes you understand the consequences of disobedience and or affiliation with disloyal members of the public. How do I remove improper content from my paper? First, drag an article to your desk. Second, read through the articles and look for fallacies. Third, cross over paragraphs that do not fit with the government guidelines. Fourth, give your article to a journalist so that they can transcribe it. Make sure that you only give them an article you have fully edited, as mistakes can be quite devastating. That is all for this instructional film. Remember that the guidelines presented during this film are for media outlets in Westport only, and is not to be shared with the public.
Alright, well that was an interesting video. So, let's see how we do this and how it's different from the Republica Times. Alright, so we take a look at our... Oh, we got mail. Let's take one. Let's drag it to our desk. Dear editor, Phil has been putting up more loyalist propaganda in this office. You know I can't stand this shit, so I decided to pull it down. It should be on your desk together with this note. Fair enough. Morality, and propriety. These are the basics of civilized society. Fair enough. Let's, tutorial article 1, censoring. One of the game's main mechanics is censoring articles. You do this by clicking on paragraphs that seem inappropriate. When censored, the content won't be shown to the public and will affect neither their opinion nor the government's suspicion of you. You can also change the headlines by clicking on it. Different headlines can change the portrayal of an article. Welcome to the extraordinary and amazing, soon-to-be Game of the winner, the Westport Independent. Perfect. Interesting. Alright, fair enough. For number 2, employees. When you've censored... This part is about your employees. When you've censored an article, it needs to be transcribed. To do this, put it in one of the named folders to the bottom right. The employees all have different opinions, and they'll be discussing how you run your paper. They also have their lives to protect, so don't blame them if they don't wish to follow you into death. Fair enough. Okay. So let me take a look at the employees. Known for having doubtful opinions of the government. Went to community college, worked abroad as a freelance writer. Comfort, fine opinion towards rebel. Loyalist suspicion, not that much. No loyalist suspicion. Very loyalist. Loyalist supporter, lives in the Western Districts, lives with a disabled brother, went to private college. He's more rebel. Okay, so Frank lives alone, no college education, lives by the Eastern factories, opposed the Loyalists well before they came to power. Higher suspicion, but not too bad. Anne is a little bit loyalist, very loyal. Okay, fair enough. Everyone's comfortable right now. Alright, loyalist government pursues harsher actions against suspected rebels. What's the other? Loyalist government attacks the privacy of civilians. Loyalist government pursues, yeah, that'll be fine. A new reform has been passed that will hasten the arrest of rebel supporters. The reform consists of exceptions in various privacy laws, allowing police to expedite search warrants. Most of these exceptions apply to ex-criminals with relations to the rebels. However, some exceptions also apply to civilians who have expressed disloyal opinions against the government. Get rid of that. That should be fine. Because we don't want to. Okay, actually, we'll tell them what it's about. Alright, fair enough. We'll take that, and we'll give that to Anne. Polyculture bill has been passed. New bill has passed. Forces independent. Alright, that one that the government passed last year has today been passed. Forces need to stop the creation and distribution of incorrect and improper content. It will force independent media outlets to either shut down or join the new government union. Get rid of that. That's fine. Okay, we want another loyalist. That's fine. We don't want to send out. Oh wait. We'll keep that one out. And fine. Articles over there, and I think we are good. Let's send a print. Given every employee an article, this will affect the content of your paper, which in turn will affect how many papers you sell. No. Okay, well I guess we'll bring them in. That'll be fine. We'll give that to Julie. Alright, let's see if that'll work. Let's see if people like reading about tutorials. You know, I've never been a big fan of the loyalist government, but the public culture bill is even worse than I expected. Don't blame it on the government, blame it on yellow journalism and the blatant lies that some newspapers post these days. There's nothing good about a misinformed public. Well, yeah, sure, but do you realize how much power the government will have over the media with this? I agree with Frank on this one. I can't see how the public culture bill would be beneficial for anyone but the government. Well, media outlets like ourselves have a scary amount of power over people's opinions. But on the other hand, I don't think that giving the power to the government is a great idea either. No, let's see what happened. 11 weeks left. How'd the paper do? Popularity. I think that means popularity's going up. What does this? Oh, okay. This bar illustrates your sales last week. The container represents the people of that district. The light bar indicates how many of those papers were sold. The more you sell, the more popular you get. The more popular you get, the more papers you can distribute. People's opinions will affect your sales as well. Likewise, a well-selling paper will also affect the people's opinion. Okay, and so their opinion right now is towards loyalists. Not very rebel-y. Fair enough. Alright, so we got +3 loyalists. Loyalist suspicion of you going down. Paper's popularity up 19. Awesome. We got mail. Let's take a look. There's nothing more heartbreaking than a misguided public. In a world controlled by the media, the loyalist government will stop at nothing to protect the people from frivolous lies and irresponsible gossip. The public culture bill is for your protection. Whatever you say, we're just giving you... Alright. Ooh. Let's take a look at this. Romavol factory blown up by rebel bombs. Tragedy suspects as a low factory exploded in the Eastern District. Several were left injured, and casualties already number in the hundreds. Romanov magistrates claims that this was due to an accident involving chemical compounds. Police believe otherwise, with suspicions of rebel involvement. Okay, let's get rid of that, and we'll make it so the rebels are doing it right now. Who's the most loyalist? Phil will do that one. Vandalism in northern suburbs. Exhibition council. President visits schools. Okay, let's take a look at this. President visits private schools while ignoring public schools. No, just visits schools. 10 schools across the country. Visits were central. Get rid of that, as well as politics. Cool. Then we'll get to Manitech's police officer. Man defends manager. She just caught writing verbal messages on walls close to delivery swear. By tackling the teenager, the rest was interrupted by a passerby who pulled the officer away from the teenager. Alright. I think that's fine. Cancelled. Why was it cancelled? Animals of Man was cancelled. Censors condemned in the obscene and vulgar. The most prominent part of the exhibition was a series of paintings showcasing political figures as farm animals taken into custody, suspected of treason. Government cancels art exhibition. Let's see. Vandalism in north suburbs. Several windows broken. Paint smeared. Paint spelled out phrases such as down with the government from... Okay, we'll get rid of that. Vandalism. Yeah, we'll keep the vandalism in northern suburbs. Can I get Julie to write it? Okay, I think that'll be fine. Let's take a look at the other articles if we like that better. Price of root vegetables is expected to rise this time. Prison. Tiny cells make it easier to handle criminals. Alright. Let's not worry. I like what we have so far. Let's go to print. I'm real disappointed at our editor. Why is that? Criminalizing moral courage while officers violently act however they want? How could I not be? Oh, come on, you're gonna believe that crap about the guy being innocent? He was obviously a rebel supporter, attacking a man of the law because he stopped the spread of rebel propaganda. Well, I mean, let's see. We need to gain more support all over so that our articles can have more effect. And one of the reasons why I did the northern suburbs story was to raise that up a bit. Western districts is fine. Okay, cool. Political opinion, nothing. Suspicions down. Popularity, nothing. That's unfortunate. We've got mail. Let's take a look at our mail. Dear editor, as you are probably aware by now, and when we were finally able to stop the notorious Northern Herald from sorting their lies to the public, we were also forced to shut down their affiliated marketing agency. As it so happens, your paper, the Westport Independent, used the same agency. This means that from now on, you'll have to take care of advertising yourselves. Additionally, because of your affiliation with the perpetrators, we'll be keeping a close eye on you for the time being. Fair enough. Let's see what else we got. As tyrants grow, so does the need for civil disobedience. When police attack innocent civilians, it's up to us to stop them. Justice is in the hands of the public, not in the hands of pigs. Join the rebellion. Okay? Dear editor, one of your employees, Frank, has recently written quite a few questionable articles for your paper. We expect you to show your people proper discipline in order to prevent events such as these, especially since the regarded employee has a history of disloyal behavior. You'll do well to remember that reluctance in this matter will reflect poorly not only of your employee, but on you as well. Okay, fair enough. Northern Herald shuts its doors. Public claims its first casualty. Okay. Let's do. Okay. 400 employees. Why? 400 employees. The result of bad financial year. That's an okay article, nothing terrible. Crazy gunman murders family of 4. Vindictive rebel kills family of 4 in their sleep. This should go normally. Murder recorded in northern suburbs. Broke out of home shooting the residents with a shotgun. Romnable manager and his wife and daughter. Killer, who was caught soon afterwards, was a former Romnable employee and suspected rebel. Okay. That's fine too. New movie featuring renowned movie star. Okay. New Harold Finn movie shocks public interest goose with vile erotica. Okay. New film Lovers of the Southern Skies featuring renowned actor Harold Finn premiered last week. Movie is about a pilot who comes under the care of a local girl after crashing his plane outside her town. While mostly praised, the ARS planned the film for its mature content. This criticism of a bathing scene which suggests nudity. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And we'll go with the vile erotica. Phil, will you write that? Fair enough. Good. Fast food chain makes its way into Westport. Food giant. Okay, that's good. It's finally made its way into Westport. With restaurants over the world, the food chain has quickly risen to be. Awesome, that'll be a great news article. Let's have our other loyalist go for Rebel. Joy, you got that. Burglar apprehended in the Northern District. That's night security. Or what's the other option? Homeless man assaulted for sitting outside gated community. Confidence in the police grows. This explains the public's confidence in police. Do I want to go? I think I'm going to go with the Ramavalt Industries. And then we'll also go with Crazed Gunman Murders Family of 4. We'll go with that. Let's go to layout. Alright, pick articles from here and drag them into today. Let's start. Crazed Gunman Murders article. Alright, cool. industrial. Let's go back to the previous page. Alright, we got... Let's see if this gives a better boost, or if it matters at all. I guess not. Marketing. Between the different districts. So we want industrial and crime if we got it, but I guess not. So we'll go industrial and celebrity since that gets more. Alright, cool. Our current popularity is low there. We want to get more in the eastern districts. Let's go down 1 more percent and we'll go up to 10% here. Alright, let's publish. See how that goes. Have you guys seen the new Harold Finn movie? Not yet, no. I've seen it. Me and a couple of my friends saw it a few weeks ago. I was surprised that they dared to keep such suggested themes with the public culture bill soon coming into force and all. Don't be such a stiff. Personally, I don't find anything wrong with the movie's handling of sexual themes. Well, I don't think such things are proper material to have in a movie, that's all. Week 3. 9 weeks left. Let's see what happened from our last week's paper. Alright, we sold pretty well in the northern suburbs. We're getting better. Next we need to focus on west and south. Okay, fair enough. +5 loyalists, that's good. Our suspicion is all gone. That's awesome. We got mail. Perfect. Dear Editor, I've left to support the workers at Romnable Industries, so I'll be gone this week. I'll be back on Monday. Frank. Fair enough. Looks like we only have those, so we have 2 loyalists, 1 rebel.